Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode from HolsingersFlyShop.com. Today I'm tying the Stubby Chubby. This is a Chubby Chernobyl style pattern, except tied a lot smaller. And I'm sticking with a foam theme here for a little bit. Gonna do a little series I'm working in the middle of right now on foam flies. I'm going out west shortly and want to have some flies that's going to work for me out there, but this will definitely work back here. It'll be a great beetle imitation. Actually, this was one that was requested of me to tie, and they wanted me to tie it clear down in a size 18. And it was really cool looking in the size 18. I had to tie a couple for myself, but for going out west and even for around here, I'm going to tie it up into a size 14. I think it's going to fish great in both sizes. So, anyway, guys, it's just a little bit of practice, a lot of tips, a lot of techniques that you already use. There's nothing really difficult about this. It's just practice getting your proportions right. So check out this really cool fly. Here you're going to see a picture of it, then the material is to tie it. Okay, here you see the Stubby Chubby in the vise. Pretty cool looking fly. I really like it and can't wait to try it out. But here you can see that I used pink as my sighter on top in the video. I'm going to use green. So change the colors, see what you can see best. You're going to see different things in different light. Will show up better for you. So for a hook, I'm starting out with a Firehole 315. I want to stand that up just a little bit more there. This is a 315 size 14. Next thing I'm going to put on is some Semperfli Nano Silk. This is black. And I'm just going to wrap that on and wrap that back around to the bend of the hook. And trim off the tag there. Next thing I'm going to use is some Globe Bright. This is number 7. And it's fluorescent orange. So whichever one they go by, fluorescent orange or number 7. And I'm going to take 4 strands of it. So I actually took 2 strands of it, doubled it over, cut them in half. And but I want 4 strands of it, as you can see there, to make the thickness of the tail for this size 14. I'm going to use less strands if I tie it down into like 16s and 18s. I'll only use 2 strands. Cut that off about 3/4 of the length of the shank. So like about matching it up there, I guess is the best way to describe it, about 3/4 of the length. Next thing we're going to do is put some ice dub on, and this is lavender ice dub. And just going to go kind of light on this. Going to put a little bump back here for the tail. So I don't want to use a whole lot. And I'll show you'll all see why I do it here in a second. So I'm going to start this on here, and I'm going to make a section back at the tail, wrap it forward a little bit, and then I'm going to come right in the middle of that ball right there, put my thread, and I'm going to tie down the body of this fly. For the body, I'm just using some 2mm craft foam, and I'm cutting about a 1/8 inch wide strip, about the gap through your hook there. And I'm going to cut a 1/8 inch wide strip, cut that into 3/4 inch long sections, and then I'm going to cut this little design out of it. In the back, I'm going to cut a little V, and then I'm going to cut just a little dip. You can see here, I started here, cut down in a little bit, and then come back up towards the 1/8 end. So it's not a hard cut to do. You can see it's pretty easy. I'm going to set that down on above the tail, put that V notch, as you can see, just let the tail go just past it a little bit, but I'm going to set it on top of the hook. And I'm going to make about 3 wraps to hold that down. I don't want, with this nano silk, I don't want to pull real tight. And you can see now why I did that purple. So it gets me a little bit, makes a whole nice underbody there, and I can make the body just a little bit longer. So I'm going to finish the rest of the body with this lavender ice dub. So put just a little bit more on here. It does not take much on this small hook. Try to make this a little tighter. And then we're going to dub it on. So, you might have saw there as I was winding that on, it kind of come unwound a little bit and got a little bit bigger, so I just stopped, tightened it back up, went back into it, and I'm going to stop. You can see I left like an eye length, half an eye behind the eye there, and that's where I want to stop at. I don't want to build up anymore because I'm going to be building up a fair amount of thread there. So now we're just going to push this foam down on top, and again, go kind of loose. Make about 3 medium tight wraps there. Now, I've seen this pattern with legs on both sections, on here and here. I'm one that I don't want to spend extra time tying something that I don't really find necessary. So I only do legs on the front on this one. I don't see the point on such a small fly. If I'm tying this in a 12 or a 10, hey, yeah. But like 14, 16s, 18s, which I've tied these down into 18s and they look awesome, I don't think it's worth the time of, or the size to put them on there. So I'm just going to pinch it on the side and wrap right into that foam gap there. And there you can see I got them spread out nice. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cider on. For the cider, I'm using some white Antron. And just cutting off a length of it here. Actually, I had one laying there. I'm going to lay it on top, and I'm going to tie it down right in that V. Right in between my legs. I'm going to continue to wrap in between my legs. Then I'm going to pull these back, so I'm doubling up the white. Make a couple more wraps. Try to wrap it so it holds it back. Now, that was a full strand. So now I'm going to take a piece of chartreuse. Grab a chartreuse piece here. There you can see a full piece of chartreuse. I'm going to separate that in half, get about half the fibers out. And I don't want it as big, I just want to make the sight there. There's a little better one. Going to set that on top in the middle of that white and tie it down and double it back over. So you end up with a full strand on top of a double strand. A full strand of green on top of a double strand of white. So I'm going to pull them back out of the way, pinch my back legs while I'm at it, hold that all back out of the way. Then I'm going to come in with some Solares Bone Dry and put it right in that gap. And what that's going to do is that's going to hold down that Antron, and it's going to keep my back legs facing backwards. So that it's not just 2 legs shooting straight out the side. So as you see there, that kept separation between my legs, and it made a nice... It put my wing back. So first I'm going to trim off the green, leave enough on there I can see it, and then I'm going to come back with the white. I'm going to cut it at an angle, and I want it to end right above the black here. So cut it at an angle, and that's pretty good looking. I like that a lot. So after I get that done, just going to trim up those legs to length, make them proportionate looking. And then you can see I got a blocky head here, so I'm just going to take and round off that head. Maybe shorten it up a little bit. I like that head a lot better. And that's all through the Chubby Chernobyl. Pretty easy tie with a little bit of practice. I've been burning through a bunch of these. Alright guys, I hope you like that cool pattern. Like I said, it's a lot of simple techniques, a lot of basic techniques all tied together to make a really cool looking pattern. I say it in the video there while I'm tying it. Experiment with different colors of Antron yarn. You may see one color better in a different lighting condition than another. Towards dark you may see, I don't know, you may see the green better than you see the pink, or vice versa. So just have a couple different colors just so you're prepared. Maybe try some orange. I know in different drifts, like if I'm fishing in a faster riffle, sometimes the pink is a little bit harder to see for me. So I prefer a green then. Like I said, just have a couple different colors so you can figure that out yourself. If you need any of the materials, guys, like always, please head over to our website, holsingersflyshop.com, and take the time to like and subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up there if you like this video. And if you subscribe, you'll be redirected back every week at 7:30 when I bring out a new video, so on Thursday nights. So thanks for watching, everybody. Until next week when I bring you another video, I'm Sean Holsinger.